Hi everyone, and welcome back to Kimbo's Comfort Kitchen. And today we're going to do a Brazilian fish stew. It's a moqueca. Yes, moqueca. I think I'm pronouncing it correctly. If not, you can always let me know. But I had a great response from my bouillabaisse, which, to do a proper bouillabaisse, if you go look it up on my site, you'll see that it's fairly involved and takes quite a bit of time to do it properly. This is a simple version of a bouillabaisse, for lack of a better term. I've used mussels and shrimp, like prawns and cod in this one, but you can use different variants. You don't have to use those ingredients, but it's all about the base. It's all about the base. So follow the first part fairly closely, because that's where you're going to get all your flavoids and everything else in there. And the rest of it is pretty simple. It's not that complicated, like I said. So here's a quick and easy fish stew from Brazil. I hope you enjoy this. It's the first time I've made it, and it came out really well. So here we go. All right, so let's go through a quick run of all the ingredients. And yes, there are a lot. Well, kind of, not really. But let's go with jalapenos, coconut milk, avocado oil, got smoked paprika with cumin, I've got garlic, I've got ginger, tomato paste, tomatoes, red peppers, limes, scallions, chicken stock, Atlantic cod, Pacific white shrimp, mussels from Salt Spring, salt and pepper, and cilantro. So that is what we're working with. Let's go. All right, so the first step is I've got some avocado oil in here instead of olive oil because it has a higher smoke point. And I've got it on medium heat. Put some garlic in. I don't want to burn the garlic, so that's why I've got it on medium heat. All I want to do is brown it a little bit. I'm going to same with the ginger. As I said, I'm going back to my French roots, which is to create a base. Now, I know this isn't authentic. It's not the original way that they do it, but I'm hoping that this will provide a really good base, which I think it will. So I'm going to let this brown a bit, and I'll come back. Okay, so it's softened up quite a bit. It's not golden yet, but I want to be very careful not to burn any of this, the ginger or the garlic. And now, in an authentic, quote-unquote, authentic version, you'd be using red palm oil. But for ecological reasons, I do not use palm oil because it's responsible for deforestation of a lot of area on the planet. So, next I'm going to put the jalapenos in. This is one jalapeno without seeds. And this is going to allow all of these flavors to get released. It smells awesome, if you could smell it. Now, I'm going to put the onion in. And I've done a rough chop of the onion. And I'm going to let this simmer for a while, and at the same time I'm going to put my cumin and my smoked paprika in and mix that up and let that start to formulate as well. Okay? I'll be right back. Alright, so I can smell the cumin and I can smell the paprika coming out. And I'm going to add chicken stock. Now, again, if you were doing an authentic one, you would be using a fish stock. But this is what I've got. And for our purposes today, I think it's going to actually work out quite well. So I'll turn the heat up a bit, and I want this to come to a simmer. And once we've reached a simmer, we'll be back. All right, so this has started to simmer, and I'm going to let this simmer for about 5 minutes. And the only reason I'm doing that is because I want all of these flavors to amalgamate and get a chance to release. And then it's all about the sauce, you know, at the end of the day. And I think this is going to be amazing, even though I've never made it before. But let's see. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm going to do a little seasoning right now, a little salt and pepper. There we go. And I'm going to add some tomato paste. All my ingredients are on my website, and I'll have it posted below as well. All right, I've lifted the temperature up a bit. I want to do a bit of a reduction in the sauce, which is working beautifully. And before I put the fish proteins in, or 2 of them anyway, I'm going to reduce this so it's just a low simmer. Okay, I've reduced this, and you can see that that's thickened a bit here naturally. And I'm going to take the cod, which I have had 15 minutes in salt, a little bit of salt, and a little bit of lime juice, which, as you know, I'm sure you know, cooks it. And I'm going to do the same with these prawns, which are Pacific white prawns. I'm just going to lay on top. Now, I don't want this fish to be gummy, hard, rubbery, whatever you want to call it. So I'm laying all of this in. Shell on, tail on, deveined. There we go. And now I'm going to add the tomatoes. And you know, I'm making for 2 people here, so I'm going to adjust the recipe before I post it, because I could have done 3 tomatoes instead of 4 easily. And I'm going to throw the peppers on top of that. Now, you could use green peppers and yellow peppers to make it more colorful, but I decided just to use red peppers, red on red, if you will. And now for the pièce de la résistance, and it's the coconut milk, which I mixed ahead of time because it has a tendency to separate. So I'm going to put a lid on this, literally, and leave this for 5 minutes, and we'll be back. All right then, so I have not stirred this up. I'm putting the mussels in. Now remember, if they don't open, don't eat them. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. I got these from Salt Spring Island mussels. Which my wife loves. I'm going to turn the heat down just a little bit. Yes, Caesar, that's my cat. He's like going, what's going on? So now I'm going to put the lid on for a couple minutes, and we'll see what happens. All right, so here's what we have now. I'm going to put this over here while I plate, because it looks and smells amazing. So I've got some rice, which I'm going to put on the plate first. Okay, so here's what we're going to put on the plate. I need some tongs. And the reason I need tongs is I want the mussels to be on top. So I'm just putting them to the side here. And okay. Some prawns, some cod, some mussels. Yeah, that one didn't open. That's not going on. Oh, look at this. Okay. So there we go. That is my rendition of Brazilian. I hope you enjoy this, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks.